Hello, everyone. I am Lily Mae, creator of the Glambitious brand, and this is part 2 of our Meet the CEO series, where we bring you a dynamic couple of women to just share some tips and tools with you, as well as tell you a little bit about, who they are, where they come from, and how they've become successful in their passion. Please visit theglamceo.com to learn more about my business, my brand, and how we help women thrive in entrepreneurship. We have ebooks, webinars, opportunities for you to make money with us, so many great things at the website, theglamceo.com. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Glambitious IAM and at I am Lily Mae. So without further ado, I'm going to bring our first speaker of the day up, and her name is Patty. Patty, if you could unmute your line, and we'll bring you up so you could jump right into your message here. Let's see. And we have two other dynamic ladies that are also going to join us shortly. So let's hear what Miss Patty has to say. Jump right in, Patty.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's always great to work with you. I've done a couple other things with you, and it was just fantastic. My name is Patty, Patricia Portocarrero, but that's a really long name, so I just go with Patty Porto. It's a lot easier for everybody. I am a mortgage broker. I have been in the business for about 20 years. I also do business consulting, and I focus mostly on other mortgage brokers. And part of what I do is I help them set up their business, train their employees, such as their loan officers, their loan processors, and I help them kind of just establish. I'm sorry, I heard something else going on over there. Sorry. Anyway, I just kind of help them get organized to run their business more efficiently, helping them set goals and teaching them how to hold their employees or even their independent contractors accountable for those goals. And the way that we do that is, we sit down with them, kind of just break down their plan, do what we call a brain dump, and figure out what is going to work for them based on what their goals are and what they're trying to achieve. And once we do that, we start setting up 90-day or quarterly plans for them that are they're attacked daily, weekly. We break it down into weekly goals that are geared to helping them achieve that greater goal. So part of what we do is we center everything around the core four aspects of your life, the four aspects of your life that affect everything the most, which are your body, your being, your balance, and of course your business. The reason we do it this way is because all of these things are intertwined. There is no way that you are going to be successful in business if you are always sick, if you are having emotional issues, if you're having an unbalanced situation at home, if you're always at work and not taking care of home, that can become an issue. So we want to make sure that when we are mentoring or helping these businesses come together and put them kind of just get them organized, that we are tackling all of these things because these things are so important. We sit down with them and we set our 90-day goals for each aspect of your life. So for example, if you're somebody that is trying to get started, and I'm sorry, my light is falling off. If you're trying to get started and you find yourself working 18 hours a day, you don't have time to help your kids with homework, and you don't have time to spend time with your husband or your other family members, that can at some point become some kind of stress factor for you, which is going to keep you distracted from what the goal is for the overall family. So we sit down and we break these things down, and each week, when we meet, or we have our right now, because of everything that's going on with COVID, we do our Zoom meetings. We kind of go over the progress from the last week. We discuss the pain points from the last week, and then set goals for the week upcoming. So we're always going to have the one thing in 4 keys, the one thing that you need to happen this week to get you closer to that overall goal, and then the 4 things that you know that you need to be doing to make that one thing happen. And this one thing is usually attached to your business. But we have all of that really just for all aspects. For your body, if you feel like you need to lose some weight because you're feeling a little sluggish, you don't like what you see in the mirror, or you're just kind of feeling like, you know what, I need a change for health reasons. We know if you want to lose 10 pounds, then we need to sit down and figure out what is the best way for you to lose those 10 pounds. In each week, you're going to have that one thing in the 4 keys. that one thing that needs to happen this week for you to lose that 1 pound, in the 4 ways that you're going to make that happen. Is it going to be working out? Is it going to be counting calories? Is it going to be just kind of, you know, doing yoga? Are you going to go for a run? What are you going to be doing each week to make sure that that one thing is achieved? For being, it's very important to have peace of mind, to be okay with your soul, to take care of you, your spirituality, whatever you believe in. It's extremely important that that part is also taken care of. A lot of times when in business, especially women, we tend to want to take care of everything and we forget to nurture ourselves, we forget to do for ourselves, and that creates that imbalance in everywhere else. So part of you being okay and being whole is taking care of your being. So what speaks to you spiritually? What is it that helps you kind of feel light and bright every day? So we concentrate on figuring out what those things are, and kind of helping the customer or the client just kind of work on that and start feeding yourself more of that, taking more time to yourself. Whether it's going to church, reading the scriptures, watching inspirational videos, whatever the case may be, whatever the customer needs to help them fill that part of their life. Because when we are deprived of that spirituality, of that, of feeling okay with ourselves, that shows everywhere else in our work. The balance is, just taking the time to maybe have dinner all together twice a week, making sure that you set that time to kind of balance out the fact that you're busting your butt to take this business to the next level, but you always want to have those relationships, whether it's with your children, your friends, your family members. So one of the things that I focus on a lot is making sure that the girls, the women that I work with, take time for themselves, because that is also part of rebalance. As moms, wives, business owners, we always forget that we are women as well, so we need our space. We need to be taken care of. Sometimes we get so used to just taking care of everybody else, taking care of everything, that we neglect ourselves. So part of having that balance is taking that time to do that one thing that just lights you up, that makes you feel a little lighter, that makes you feel like, you know what, it's been a long week, but I know I'm going to take this time out to do for myself, whether it's going to get your nails done or just pampering yourself at home, reading a good book, having that glass of wine, whatever it may be. We make sure that it is scheduled into your weekly life. Everything that you're going to be doing, it may change from week to week. It may come that, okay, business got so busy, I didn't get a chance to go out and have that drink with that friend. But I have 30 minutes at home where I can just relax, grab that book, pour that glass of wine, get that coffee, whatever it is, and just have that time to yourself. It's extremely important to have that balance in order for you to be successful. And lastly, business. Not just business like when we go to the office, but your personal business. It's important that we don't forget that our personal finances are a whole nother animal away from our business, right? So I want to make sure that my clients take the time to say, okay, let me set this budget, because I don't want to see anyone living. I don't like the word living beyond your means, but stretching yourself thin, trying to live in a certain way that you would like. So what I like to do is sit down with them and just not go over just the business, but the personal business. Let's go over your personal finances. Where are you spending your money? What is it that you are doing? And let's make a plan of making sure that you have a little money saved away for a rainy day. You have your vacation fund, you have your Christmas fund, whatever it is, and you start putting those things into a plan that all goes. It's all going to work every 90 days. So every 90 days we're going to re-examine, and we're going to figure out, okay, how did we do this first 90 days? Did we hit our goals? If not, why? But because we are visiting this weekly and we're concentrating on taking care of one thing at a time, we have more room to see where we could improve? What can we do? What can we tweak here and there along the way? And the main reason for doing this is because it's happened to all of us. Comes the end of the year, we want to do New Year's resolutions. So next year I'm going to lose weight. Next year I'm going to take so many trips. Next year I'm going to make this amount of money. But there's 12 months in a year. And January comes around and we're like, okay, yeah, we're super excited. February is like, I don't know, I didn't do it in January, I'll do it in February. And then March and May, and then as the months go by, we always have 6 months. We still have 3 months. And before we know it, we're back at the end of the year and we didn't do any of those things that we set out to do. So for me and for my company culture is, let's break it down 90 days at a time. Let's break that big goal down into smaller chunks and let's tackle them one quarter at a time. And we're going to take that and we're going to break it down into weekly goals to make sure that we really do hit those pain points. Because as we examine each week, we'll start to notice, okay, well, this didn't work that I was doing last week. Let me tweak it this week and do something different, rather than waiting a whole 6 months to realize that you have been putting so much effort into just doesn't work, and now 6 months are gone. So if you do it every week, you're able to kind of just take notes and notice that, okay, last week I did this and that yielded great results. Let me duplicate that. Or this simply just didn't work. Let me tweak it a little bit, see if we do it this way, will that work for us? And so basically that's really what we do, just kind of help our brokers, not just with their business, but with everything that has to do with their personal life as well, when it comes to getting organized and setting goals that are attainable and that are tangible. We always say, oh yeah, I'm going to be a millionaire by such and such day, or whatever the case may be. Well, how are you going to get there if not with a day-to-day plan and one day at a time? Other than that, that's pretty much everything that I do. I do some real estate investing, and obviously it comes with the territory. I do teach a little bit about that, but this here is my passion. I've been doing mortgages for over 20 years. I've been self-employed for the last 16 years, and I couldn't see myself taking a 9 to 5. I think I would dwindle and die in somebody's cubicle if I was to have to do that. And I come across so many loan officers that turned into being mortgage brokers, that the only reason they're in this business is because they were able to take a test. And it just goes so much farther beyond that. It's keeping the education, keeping up with the education, the changes in the law, and then knowing how to structure your business so that when you do grow, it doesn't fall apart on you. And having a structure like doing it every 90 days, I think is the best way for you to be able to kind of see the big picture and take it one bite at a time and make the changes that are necessary so that next quarter you're not falling onto the same trap. Thank you so much, ladies, for the time. I think that's my bit for right now.
Fantastic. And Patty, if you would let everyone know how they can connect with you.
You can go through my website at patiporto.com. My IG is at Patty P_flips. And it's the same for my Facebook, Patty P_flips. So patiporto.com, PATTYPORTO.com. And there I have some of my you can book a consulting call with me and all of that good stuff.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And next we have Brittany.
I'm Brittany Washington. I am the owner of My Beautiful Fluff, where I create body positive plus size designs that promote self-love, self-acceptance, and just embracing the beauty of fluff. So what I want to talk about is the importance of communication. I remember when I first started my business 6 years ago, I was super excited. I found Alibaba and I was going to order shirts, and I just knew exactly what I wanted. However, that's where the importance of communicating clearly and making sure that your message is understood is important. I meant 32 inches. They took it as 32 centimeters. Neither us had the foresight to check and see. And it wasn't until the shirts were delivered and they were basically kids' shirts that we realized that we were not on the same page. At that point, I realized I had to make a change. I went back into my sizing chart, and to make it clear, no matter who was looking at it, I did a inch to 6 centimeter conversion so that there would be no confusion on what size they should be cutting as they're cutting and sewing the shirt. Tremendously in the process by just making sure that we were clear. And even after I felt like everything was clear, I still took the time to double check and say, hey, this is what I meant. This is the exact color that I want the t-shirt, the size range that I wanted. So many large, so many extra large, so many 2X, so many 3X, so many 4X to make sure that the message was clear. And it saved us a world of trouble that I wish we would have done the first time around. But that's why it's important just to make sure that we align our messages and make sure that in my head something can make sense, but then when it gets to my customer or to my audience, it may not make the same sense to them as it makes to me. So I always try to, run things by people that know me and know my brand, and that can understand what I mean, to make sure that what I mean comes out the same way that I want it to. Another thing in business, a tip would be the power of positive affirmations. I start each day with a new affirmations. One of my favorite products that I write down my goals in every week is one of my journal, because the power of you think what you achieve. So I make sure to put things that are important to me. So when I write, this is what I write in, because it's covered with positivity, and it just makes me feel good as I'm writing, knowing that I have these things surrounded. It just says, I love my curvy self. I am a queen. I am unique. I am loved. I am beautiful. I am priceless. Sometimes in business, we get so beat down because we're not. We compare ourselves to other people. We look at what other people have achieved compared to what we have, and we get discouraged. We don't believe in our ideas. We don't have the same passion that we had when we first started. 6 years in, it changes. So sometimes we just have to remember what we're doing it for and why, and remember that our journey is not going to look like someone else's, and our success is made for us and determined for us before we started, and it will not be like anyone else's. So believe in yourself, believe in your dream, take the time to write it down, make sure that what you're communicating is clear. And those are my biggest takeaways as a business owner that I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for having me.
Fantastic. And if you could share your contact information.
You can reach me. Our website is mybeautifulfluff.com. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook, both at shopmybeautifulfluff.com, as well as you can find us on Pinterest at under My Beautiful Fluff.
Hello, ladies. Thank you for this opportunity. I absolutely love the platform, and thank you so much again. My name is Tiffany A. Green Hood, and I teach authors the business of publishing. So I started around 2007, just building a brand. I had no idea what I wanted to do with the writing. There are feedback. Do I need my headphones? I didn't know what I wanted to do with writing, but I started a brand called Black Writer Space. So you can find me across social media under Black Writer Space. However, I did the radio shows. I just wanted to support authors. Now that has evolved into now teaching self-publishing. I like to say I teach authors how to self-publish for real. So, and I say that because I come across so many authors, especially in our community, in the Black community, who publish books and they have no idea what to do once it's published. They have no idea about having and owning in your own name, making sure your ISBN number is intact, make sure it's in your company name or your name, and just all these little details that are totally looked over. So most authors, they go through vanity companies they pay all this money, and then in the end, they end up with no book selling. So I try to focus on teaching authors the business as far as how to make money from your book, how to make money in self-publishing. So today, I want to discuss, the name of my company is TA Media and Company, and I focus on publishing, branding, and photography. I'm also a professional photographer. But today I want to talk about 5 steps to branding and self-publishing. So step number one that I want to talk about is laying the foundation, because that seems to be the main topic that's missing. That's like the elephant in the room that's totally not there, and authors have no idea what to do. So laying the foundation, when laying the foundation and publishing your book, self-publishing we're talking about. Laying the foundation means to establish yourself as a brand. I always tell authors that self-publishing is a business. When you have a book, it is a product, right? It's to be sold. Unless you just plan to publish it and give it away, it's still a product, but you're giving it away for free. But the majority, I would say 98% of authors who self-publish intend to make money from their book. The missing, I would say the missing part is not knowing how to do that. So laying the foundation would be establishing yourself as the brand, establishing yourself to knowing who you are and what you do. That is totally missing. So you need to sit down and think about who you are, right? Are you an author? Are you a speaker? Are you you write for other people, ghostwriter, whatever your position is, right? I'm a couple of those, right? And know how to sum that up into one topic or one title. And it doesn't have to be anything deep, but you need to know who you are and what you do, and know how to establish that in one sentence. One, so that when we are on speaker platforms, when we are going live on our social media platforms, which we should be as entrepreneurs, then when it comes to telling somebody who you are and what you do, just like I came on and said, I'm Tiffany A. Green Hood, and I teach authors the business of publishing. So that it's not nothing you have to try to figure out. So you may need to sit down, think about that. Who am I? What do I do? And how do I put that in one sentence, right? Time is everything. So you don't want to be on a plane and then you sit next to someone who is interested in your services, who needs your services, or who may want you to come speak in an event, right? And then you take too long getting out who you are and what you do. So you want to make sure you land the foundation. Laying the foundation as an entrepreneur. What does your brand represent? What is your message? The bottom line in all of this is, what is your message? What is the message that you want the audience to know when you're done speaking? So I'm gonna so like my thing is 5 steps in branding and self-publishing, right? So that was step number one, laying the foundation. Number two is marketing and promo. This is totally another thing that's totally overlooked in self-publishing. You do not wait. What I'm finding is that most authors wait until the book release date, and then they announce, oh, I just released my first book, da da da, right? So you get all these people that come in, they give you, I say pats on the back, that's what I call it. They give you a pat on the back, they like the post, they may go order the book. Most times you don't even know anything about having a pre-order campaign set up. Right? I'm going to say that again. Having a pre-order campaign set up. All these things are so important in the self-publishing process, right? So I said laying the foundation. Then marketing and this is the most important part outside of the foundation. Marketing and promoting. You should be marketing and promoting your book before it is ready to be published, period. Right? So, and ask me, how do I know? I have an author right now who has 79 pre-orders, right? So, and the book is not scheduled to release until October. How about that? So that is the number 2 step in my 5-step process that I'm going to give you guys today. Marketing and promo, guys. Market and promote your book. The minute you discover that you're going to start publishing, I say the minute that you have a cover, here's one of my books right here. This is a poetry book. And the minute that your cover is done, the minute that the cover is complete, you can start promoting that book. Okay. Whether it's poetry, fiction, nonfiction, um, self-help, whatever your category is, once the cover is done, that is your ticket to promote and market the book across social media, whether it be radio show interviews, however you want to do it right now. What we're living in now, everything is virtual. So you definitely want to utilize social media. We have these phones for a reason. You should be making money from them. Okay. So marketing, promoting, and then also utilizing your social media platform to provide content. Your content is the information that relates again to who you are and what you do, right? And so that is what your social media platforms are for. It's not for just posting up nice cute pictures. You can do all that in between, because that's all a part of I would say, of building the brand, right? Establishing the brand, putting your message out. Who is that? You know what I mean? So you want to align your message with your content as well. Utilize your platforms for content, okay? Content purposes. So number three is the sale, y'all. Once you have marketed and promoted, you've laid the foundation, you've marketed and promoted the book, you are putting out content pertaining to your message, what your book is about, all the topics differently. You can't give everybody everything, right? But you're just putting out different little tips, different little, like what I'm giving right now is content pertaining to who I am and what I do, right? So number 3 is the sale. Now you've done 1 and 2. Now it's the sale. You put that joker on pre-order. The minute you have that cover done, your marketing and promoting is the sale. So now people are able to, as you announce it and as you're promoting, they can now go and purchase the book. They can go and purchase the book, and then they'll receive the book. They already have notification that when you announce your pre-order, you're then going to go and you're going to let them know the book will be shipped out on XYZ date, which should be your release date. Okay. What am I saying in all of this? Don't wait until your book is released and on that particular day to make it public. You start back at 2 and number 1. You start back in the early stages as soon as the cover is done, right? So check my time. All right. So then you have the sale. Now people can go and order. Sometimes you can have 1,500 pre-orders before your book is released, right? I'm very passionate about this subject because I hate to see people who have amazing books, amazing stories, right? Amazing products, but yet they're not making money from them. And it makes no sense. So, and then I'm a writer myself. I have published books myself, and I also publish for other people. So I love seeing the finished product. I have a few books right here that I'll show when I'm done, but it's an amazing thing to publish your works and then make money from it, right? We are called to prosper and to create multiple streams. We're going to talk about that as well. So then number 4, after you've made the sale, the delivery, you can get fancy with it. Don't think you just have to ship your book out in a regular envelope. You can have amazing shipping. You can add a logo to it. Again, this is all branding. This is the visual side of branding, right? You've laid the foundation as far as establishing your brand, who you are, and what you do. You're putting out content with your message. You're then marketing and promoting so people are able to hear you. One thing I left out for marketing and promoting, make sure that you're going live. Do not be afraid to go live on social media. We've been given social media for a reason. And when I tell you going live has been the best thing ever for myself and my brand and my business, don't sleep on going live. Go live, put it out there. Hey, my name is XYZ. You don't have to, you can leave the book for your end announcement towards the end of your whatever you got on to talk about, but make your messages about what's related to your book. That's how you bring your audience in. That's how you build an audience. That's what all this is about. These 5 steps in branding and self-publishing leads you to how to build an audience. as an author, as a self-publisher. That is my main goal today, that I want you to get that, right? And so laying a foundation, marketing and promoting, getting to the sale, right? Now people are pre-ordering the book. And then number 4, the delivery, distribution. When I publish my authors, they are connected with an amazing printer and distributor. What does that mean? That means that their books are not just available on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles, but they are available all over the world to over 40,000 distribution channels, right? I'm telling you, self-publishing, as I say it, we need to be self-publishing for real. It's too many people out here that's not self-publishing for real. They think they self-published and they really didn't. And one way you'll know if you self-publish for real is if you go to your book on Amazon, pull it up, and you look what name do they have next to the publisher. If it is not your name or your company name, you didn't self-publish for real. Okay, so if it's another company name there, that means that your ISBN number, which is your social for your book, right? Your ISBN, this right here, that means that it's in another company's name. And so you are up under the control of that company. This is why I'm so passionate about self-publishing, because you get to win when you own it. So I want self-publishers and authors to own what they're writing and what they're publishing. Okay, so the delivery, distribution, packaging, going live. You can bundle your book with another service that you have. Bundle it with a journal. You can bundle it with a notebook. You can bundle it with a workbook. Like, bundle it up. Bundle it with a t-shirt and some hats. These are all promotional tools, right? Promotional products, right? Bundle up the book. It doesn't have to be just the book. You should be able to create 5 to 7 other products from one book. Yes, you should. All right. And then so number 5 would be the follow-up. The follow-up means as you're building your audience, you've done all these things, you should have somewhere where they can enter their email address, keep in contact with you. This is how I know about Glambitious I am, because she is always on social media. She's always present. I'm on her email list. I get all the whatever she has going on, right? So you want to establish email list as well. This is how you establish an audience. They get to know you. They want to keep up with what you're doing. They want to be a part of what you're doing. If you're running a sale, if you have a new book release and they want to know about it, you should be doing the very same with your book and your brand. So I believe that is my time. If you would like to contact me, I am across social media. I'm most active on Instagram and Periscope under Black Writer Space. You can also find me on Facebook under Black Writer Space or Tiffany A. Green. My websites are publishyourbooktoday.info and tamediaco.com.
Fantastic. So we had some amazing ladies that shared some amazing tips with you all today. I just want to share a few things that we have coming up with Glambitious. If this is your first time learning about our brand, we have a pajama networking event that's coming up soon. It's going to be an amazing way to connect with women, to build with women, to get advice and feedback on your business. So definitely visit theglamceo.com to register for that. We also have an interview series that's going on for the remainder of this latter summer. So if you want to do a one-on-one interview about your business and so forth, it's a great way to introduce who you are and yourself to our network, as well as remind your own network what you have going on. There's also an opportunity to co-host a webinar with me on any topic that you're an expert in. And by co-hosting that, you get to keep all of the profit from the sales. And in addition, we have an ebook resale program that allows you to take some of our books, put them on your website, and keep all of the profit. So like I said, the Glambitious brand is about helping women to thrive as entrepreneurs, so not just to survive, but to thrive. This is a season where many people are thriving. So I just encourage you to visit the website, theglamceo.com. Also connect with these amazing ladies that were a part of this today. I mean, we got to hear, 3 different amazing ladies speak, and you got to learn about what it is they do and how you could possibly, partner up with them or get help from them or connect with them and work with them. So definitely follow them on social media as well. Again, my website is theglamceo.com. As Tiffany mentioned, I have an email list. So if you really want to stay in the loop of things that I have going on, please sign up for my email list. We send out something maybe every few days, so not too much, but we want to keep you in the loop. And also, again, follow me on Instagram at Glambitious, IAM, or you can follow my personal page at I am Lily May. So thank you all for tuning in to another edition of the Meet the CEO series.